Hi, my name is Quanasia and welcome to my book corner where I talk to you about books or series that I recently read. This book is called RAH, a street literature urban romance standalone, and it is by, Jessica and Watkins. Now, you know I love me some urban fiction books. I love me some urban fiction books. Do you understand me? Now, when it starts off, okay, it's kind of dragging, okay, I get it. But then we get to Miss Girl. Okay, we get to Solae. First of all, love that name. Solae is a beautiful name. Oh, I'm lying. It starts off in the prologue, right? Or it says a few weeks ago. So a few weeks ago, one of the friends, okay, Kalani, she goes over to her girl Solae house, right? Because she said she was tired of hearing about Solae and her nigga Ra going back and forth, and she just felt like Solae needed to leave that nigga alone, right? Well, she goes in there. Solae is off her motherfucking rocker, okay? She's like, I hate that nigga. That nigga said I wasn't a good mom. Yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. They get to the kitchen, and Solae is all, she acting a fool. Kalani looks down, bitch, and guess who laid out on the floor? Ra, bitch. Ra is laid out on the fucking floor, bitch. Too bad, so fucking sad, right? So now, right, she's calling her man. Okay, now we get to the first chapter. The first chapter is Solae. Okay, Solae worked in the bank. Okay, the bank done got robbed, right? She's at gunpoint. She's scared. Priest, who was the customer earlier that day, he likes her. Okay, he another street nigga, right? Solae thinks her man is hustling in the studio. Okay, now what have we learned from reading other urban fiction books on this here channel? That's usually not the case. Okay, but long fucking story short, she thinks that's what he's doing. So the bank gets robbed, right? The security guy there gets shot up. Okay, they're sad. She's calling him so he could go pick up the kids, and he's not answering her phone. So she's like, okay, maybe he's busy. He's stay busy. We have a great relationship. Yada yada yada. We got 2 kids. She's 27. Their oldest is 13, and the youngest is 10. That means he got her pregnant when she was in her teens. That's crazy work. Neither here nor there. Child. Next chapter is Aaliyah. Ra is not answering Soleil's call. I love the name Solae. I cannot. Anyways, Ra's not answering Soleil's call because Ra is with Aaliyah, who was his baby mama, and they got a day old, a new boy. He ain't answering the phone because he was up under another bitch. I'm only on 4%. Page 13. Crazy work. This nigga here. He got 2 women. He know he has 2. Okay. He does not give a damn about either one of these girls. Okay. He don't give a damn about them. He just likes to be in control, and he likes to have power, and he is going to do everything that he can to get that set power. That robbery at her job was him. Yeah, he isn't into selling drugs. He's into stealing shit. He is trying to be on Lupin's level. Okay, do you understand me? And he understands that he is not shit. He does not give a fuck about any of these women. He likes the power of having both women doing whatever the fuck he told them to do. So Solae got fired from her job, which is crazy that they first of all sue immediately. Y'all gonna sit here and talk about you got indiscrepancies when it comes to your what's it called, your thingy at night. And she's like, sir, please stop lying. This lady had a gun pointed in her face and watched her colleague die, and you decided you was going to fire her. The lady was a damn manager, okay, and she was also a damn teller. She was working 2 jobs in one. She was a customer service representative and a goddamn teller at the same motherfucking time. And y'all barely had any employees. And y'all gonna fire her. The person that had a gun in her motherfucking face. Oh, Chase, I would be suing the blue off y'all motherfucking asses. Do you understand me? Suing the blue. And then, other Miss Girl, her name is Aaliyah, right? I think I told y'all. Well, why the fuck she hunched on her brother before she ever hunched on Ra? And she thought Ra wasn't paying her any mind, like he wasn't taking her serious, so she decided to fuck on his brother. Now, what would be crazy is that baby isn't his, and it's the brother's. I think the brother's name is Fabe. Either fucking way. The brother's in love with Aaliyah. Too much is going on. Too much. So, Solae's best friend name's Kalani, and Kalani's man is Moses. Moses is a underground rapper that they trying to put out there to become, out in Hollywood, and Ra is the person who's putting him on, basically. Ra invited Aaliyah, and Aaliyah was at the bar and smiling all in Ra's face. Solae peeped it, but she ain't really pay any mind because she was like, bitches want to get at my man, right? Meanwhile, Aaliyah's asking Ra, who is that bitch staring at us? And he talk about, oh, that's my whack ass baby mama. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all, he made Solae get an abortion because he said that they couldn't afford another child at the moment. Yikes. I fear I understand why Solae went off on this man, because wow, the disrespect in her face. But like, you so naive that you believe your man is like, child, oof. He said she was whack. Negro, what? The way it flip everything off, that just flip everything off, every bottle shattered. The fuck, child. I just knew. So Ra told Moses, okay, Interscope wants to have a meeting with you. We don't have a date yet. I just knew that was gonna get fucked up, because why? I knew somebody was gonna set him up because he was still on them streets, okay? And he had a bag on him, and she got pulled over, and she decided that she was going to take the rap for it instead of him, because he was on probation, even though he was in the car with a controlled substance that would still fuck his probation up, honestly. So now she's arrested. Okay. So Solae finally started putting 2 and 2 together, okay? She followed Ra. He pulled up at Aaliyah's house. She opened the door with her baby in her hand. Solae peeped it and said, that's crazy, so that's why he wanted me to get rid of my baby. She goes home, she starts throwing all his shit, backing his shit up so he could get the fuck out. And in the back of their closet, she peeps his money, the same money that Aaliyah had found in her house behind the couch, but his brother had walked in on her, so she tried to act like she ain't see it. His brother told him, you need to move that money, so he moves the money into Soleil's house, and Solae sees it, and she said, you sat here and told me that I had to get rid of my baby because we couldn't afford it, and look at all this money in here, and you decided you was going to build a new house with another bitch and her baby. That's some different type of betrayal. I don't even think she is understanding that that money is from the bank that she used to work at, and he put her in danger. Yeah. And he's the reason why she ended up even losing her job. Crazy. So Ra lied to Moses about Interscope interview. An Interscope meeting. He lied. He lied, y'all. He lied. And then he got another bitch that he fucking. He walks in, he smells something burning. He goes to the backyard. It's his shit in the grill burning. She burnt all his shit. He talking about he need to go talk to the kids. You want to talk to the kids you barely talk to now? No, nigga, bye. This is my house. You barely be here. Bye. He talking about I'm gonna get the rest of my clothes. You ain't got shit left. Not even the money. That shit gone. Now, do I really think she burnt that money? I hope the fuck not. If she was smart enough, she stashed that shit somewhere else and spend it like she need to. Period. This nigga called CPS on her and got her kids taken away. Told them that she abuses the kids, and that's why he has a broken wrist. You did this lady dirty and continue to do her dirty, and you're mad that she's finally seeing you for who you are, so you gonna make her life a living hell. Wow. Solae finally fucked Priest. Okay, I don't know if I ever mentioned a Priest, but Priest is another nigga that, another street nigga basically that likes her. And RAH isn't really a street nigga though. He gets everybody else to do what they need to do, and then he gets his cut basically. But anyways, they finally started fucking. She was able to get her kids back because RAH didn't show up to the court date, so she was able to get her kids back. Him and Moses were going to Carlos to see if they could start, selling a little something. RAH decides to kill Carlos. Carlos was like the big homie, and he was always very nice and generous to anybody and everybody, right? So anyway, he kills Carlos and he shoots up Moses. He then takes Moses and takes him to the hospital and calls Kalani and tells her that her man was shot up, blah blah blah. Whilst at the hospital, Kalani calls Solae gets her man Priest, and they go because they was on a date. She gets Priest and she goes to the hospital. RAH sees Solae and her new man Priest, and he's livid, right? And Priest calls his people and was like, look into RAH because there's something fishy about that nigga, right? Well, meanwhile, Leah, she's at the house at home with her baby, right? And the bitch Felicia that he was fucking sent her a text message when him laid up on her chest, slobber all on her chest, right? So she waits for RAH to get home. She shows RAH and she's like, what the fuck is going on? He basically told her like, oh well, you gotta deal with it. And she's like, are you fucking kidding me? He ended up beating her ass and told her, I bet you won't ask me nothing anymore. No, I bet you won't question me anymore. Yeah. Yeah. That nigga would be on the shirt immediately. Yeah. Okay, so boom. Aaliyah finds the garbage bags of money that RAH stole from Carlos after killing him in her house, right? After he beat her ass, she got up, took her baby, and got the fuck on, right? Child. RAH came home, saw that she and the money was gone. He started flipping the fuck out. Child, Fabe came to called her, found where she was at, hunched on her, asked her who that baby was, and she let the cat out that she didn't know who the daddy was, but it probably was his. Okay, boom, he hunched on her and left her and the baby. Crazy work. Did she even look to see where the money was at? Anyways, long for story short, she decided it was time for her and her baby to leave and go to Houston, right? Boom. RAH is calling. RAH had decided that he was going to off Solae because Solae peeped that one of his friends looked familiar. The friend that she peeped looked familiar was the nigga that robbed the bank. Okay. He is texting her, talking about he need to come see her. Now, whilst her child, her daughter and her kids was taken by CPS or DCFS, while they were in the foster home, a boy S8 the daughter, right? So when the daughter came home, she had an attitude and was acting out, and she couldn't figure out why. Solae couldn't figure out why her daughter had an attitude. Her daughter finally came to her and told her that her period was late, right? So she takes her to her mama's house. They get a pregnancy test. She's not pregnant. I feel like it's still a little bit too early, but that's neither here nor there. She's not pregnant, right? Boom. Then she calls Ra. She says, I need to go talk to Ra. Her mom is like, why the fuck do you need to talk to that nigga? He don't give a fuck about you or your kids. Leave that nigga alone. And she's getting mad at her mom. So I know I need to talk to him. Girl, what? She goes, she sees him. He's parked in front of her house. He's talking about something. Oh, let's get in the car. She's like, no, the kids ain't home, so let's go in the house. We go in the house and he tell her, oh, it's your fault that the kids got taken away. And she's like, that doesn't make no sense because you called them because you got caught up, right? And he's like, she tells him that their baby girl Essence was SA'd, and he did not give a fuck. He basically told her that her daughter was a hoe just like her, and that her new man, she was fucking her new man when she was with him. So she got so mad that she off this nigga. She called her friend Kalani, told her to come over, and Kalani see Ra on the floor and said, bitch. And she's like, oh, I need to call 911 because he's been dead for 30 minutes. And she's like, nah, we gonna clean him up, throw him somewhere so the cops can find him, and we gonna clean this fucking house up like it never happened. And that's what they're doing. T, love it. Because what? First of all, your ass should have never went over there in the first place. If anything, I would have called priest and told him to handle it. I'm just saying. Listen. So, Ra wasn't really dead. And instead of Solae making sure he was really dead, she decides that she's gonna call 911 and then say that she did it and told Kalani to leave. Oh my lord. I was rocking with you, Solae, and then you did this dumb shit. Ugh, you just pissed me off, I tell you. And Moses didn't want to tell Kalani exactly what happened. Fabe get a call while he's up in Aaliyah that Ra got stabbed up by Solae, and he didn't really give a fuck. They try to blame Solae and say she wasn't shit. Meanwhile, their son wasn't shit, and they knew that. Ain't that some shit? Solae. Oh, you pissing me off real bad. So Kalani got put on probation, and Solae was bailed out by her parents, and she has to go to trial. She called him, talk about she wanted to talk to him. She called him, and he basically told her, bitch, fuck you, and I'm gonna tell whatever lie I need to tell because I always get my way. She should have recorded that conversation, but that's neither here nor there. He wants to off Aaliyah, he wants to off Solae, and he's now going to off Moses because Moses popped up at his bar and was going to shoot him, but the gun, what's it called? Jammed. The gun jammed. This man, he can say right, left, right, and center. Do you hear me? Yeah, it's about to turn out like, if y'all don't get rid of this man, it's about to turn out real bad for everybody. Literally. This man is finna kill Aaliyah and his brother. Oh my God. They found out somehow that he got the money. And they found out because Faye was messing with this chick that he really didn't like, and he should have left her alone. She popped up and seen that he had a bitch ass house, which was Aaliyah, because Aaliyah lives with him now. And Ra is coming for him. Somebody get this man, please. Somebody, anybody. So they get down to the courthouse, and Aaliyah gets on stage, and not on stage, gets in, you know what happens at the damn courthouse. Damn, I don't know the lingo. on the stand. There you go. She gets on the stand and she basically shows the pictures about how he beat her ass, right? And his lawyers don't say anything. And then their daughter Essence screams that he slapped her, because he indeed slapped the shit out of her and forced her back on the couch and told her that he wasn't gonna allow that attitude, like her fucking mother, her bitch of a mother. And she told him not to call my mama a bitch, and he slapped the shit out of her and forced her back on the couch, right? Then Jackie again is the bitch that Fabe was fucking with, and he broke up with her. They wasn't even together, okay? And he told her he didn't want to fuck with her no more. Well, she goes over to fucking Rob with the fake she's worried about Fabe, and told him that he got a girlfriend and they got a baby together. And she describes the girlfriend, and he shows her a picture of Aaliyah, and she's like, yeah, that's that bitch. Oh my Lord, I can't. I only read a couple of pages, but so much is going on, y'all. Okay, so boom. Solae gets a year in prison because he told on himself in the recording. Remember I said I hope she recorded the conversation between her and Rob? Well, she did, and they played it at the trial, right? She got a year in prison. Well, not in prison. She's in county jail for a year. And then he is now going to jail for he's now being prosecuted. He's now on trial for 2 killings. And I don't think they even know that Kane is also dead, because he killed Kane, because Kane was the one who robbed the bank and had her at gunpoint. He kept asking Rod to get rid of Solae, and Rod ended up killing him, and then he ended up killing the other 2 friends that was a part of the little quadrant. He was going to kill Fabe because he was mad that Fabe and Aaliyah was together, but they had moved before he even knew it, so he couldn't find them. And then he's also going to jail for Carlos. They had came to Moses, and his song, the Song of Moses, I think, if y'all hear something in the back, it's my damn heater, okay? It's finna get cold outside. It's cold outside. Anyways, he released the Song of Moses. That was nice. Remember, he got shot at the house when Rod killed Carlos, so his DNA is in the house. So detectives came to his house to swab him. Kalani is all scared and carrying on. Moses is like, oh, I'm going to jail. I'm like, why don't you just say that nigga did it? Like, hello. Anyways, y'all take not snitching to heart so bad that y'all willing to give up y'all own freedom for some other nigga. That don't make no fucking sense. But anyways, Rod ends up saying, you know what, I did it. Moses ain't had nothing to do with it. I did it. So now he's in jail with no bail. He thought he was going to get out with bail, and they said, oh no nigga, you finna stay right up in there. And everybody breathed with a sigh of relief. So Solae had to turn herself in, and she spent they gave her a week and to turn herself in, and she spent that time with her kids, and now she's going to be in there. I feel like she'll get out early for good what's it called, good y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I'm not done yet. I'll be back. Okay, so Solae is in prison for a year. I think I said that. But Priest was able to get her out early by blackmailing one of the niggas that could get her out early. I don't forgot what his job was, but he was able to get her out early, a month. Anyways, he was able to get her out early. Okay, boom. After he had made the deal with that guy, the guy told him it was going to take a couple of weeks for him to get everything, put away. Anyways, he then finds out where Rob was going to be taken from the county jail to prison, because he got 40 to life, I think. 40 years? Yeah, 40 years. And he offed Rob. And thank Jesus, because that man wasn't going to rest. Even though he ain't had no friends, he wasn't going to rest, but he got off. Aaliyah and Fabe went to Vegas and they ended up getting married, me and Drunk. They were happy. Comes to find out the baby was indeed Fabe's, okay? Anyways, long story short, they end up getting married, right? Boom. Solae ends up getting out and she tells him, you know, you said I was getting thick, but I was getting thick because I'm pregnant. So they're happy. Solae and her new man Priest, he was there waiting for her to get out and she was surprised and he was like, I got you. I love it. I'm happy he made shit happen. I feel like he could have made shit happen earlier if she just said something. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, and Moses out here, he's doing his big one. He is making coin. He done purchased Kalani a house. She always said she wanted a big mansion. He purchased her a big mansion and she was so happy and just grateful and thankful to her man, which is on period. And then he was on stage and he asked her to marry him and they are engaged and it was so pretty. I felt a little stuck, a tear come out because that was just so beautiful. They have been through a lot with each other and they've held each other down no matter what. This is like one relationship that really made it out because damn. And then Aaliyah gave the money that Ross stole from Carlos to Solae and said, you know, out of everybody she deserved it, which is true. And Solae, you know, basically said, thank you, I appreciate you for that. And yeah, girl, that's the end of the book. I'm so happy they got rid of Rob because that man was going to never stop. He wasn't going to stop until everybody was dead. He already killed like 3 of his friends. He was just killing everybody. They didn't get him for Kane. They still think Kane is missing, but they finally got his ass. Thank God. Won't he do it? I still love that name, Solae. I feel like Solae is such a cute name. I gotta add that to my baby name. Solae is so fucking cute. Oh my gosh, that's such a cute name. Like she's that girl. You know, that sound like she's that girl. What's your name? Solae, and she's that girl. Period. I mean, Solae in this book was a little slow, but the name itself is cute as hell. Solae. Oh my gosh, that's too cute. Anyways, y'all, please comment down below. Please subscribe. Please like. Please, okay? If y'all started reading this book because of me, let me know. If you've read this book before, do you agree with my opinions? How did you feel about the book? Did you like Ra? Because I know some of y'all love villains. Did you like him? Let me know. Anyways, y'all, I'll see y'all on the flip side. Bye.